Hey, welcome to Tech Jungle. Today we're looking at the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2. I've been using this on my wrist now for about 4 or 5 days now, and just want to give you my initial impressions. And so let's go ahead and jump right in. The first thing I want to talk about is the display. It's super crisp, vibrant, sharp, colorful. I gave the original Galaxy Watch a knock for the pixel density. However, I've been using the Apple Watch Series 5 and really comparing both of these watches, and I can't really notice that big of a difference with the density of pixels. And so I just want to retract my initial complaint with the original Galaxy Watch, because this watch has the same resolution and it's really sharp, and I've been enjoying it. The next thing I want to talk about is, since this is a 40 millimeter version, I was using it pretty much throughout the entire day, pretty much in a 16-hour period. So I'd put it on about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I would take it off about 11 o'clock at night, and I'd have about 25% battery remaining. So if you're one of those types who wake up in the morning, put the watch on after it's been charging, take it off at night, within 16 to 18 hours, you should be completely fine with the smaller version. Now with the larger version, I'm sure you get a lot longer battery, maybe a day and a half. So, and this is with also using the always-on display activated and receiving notifications throughout the entire day. So I just want to make that a point that if you're just a normal user and you wear it 16 hours a day, you should be completely fine. The next thing I want to talk about is the health tracking. So I've been using the Samsung app on the iPhone 10, and it's been tracking most of the stuff that you would get on your Apple Watch health tracker. So you get how active you've been, how many steps you've walked, your blood, your BPM. You can also include what you've been eating throughout the day. You can go for a run. You can track your weight. And I haven't tried the sleep yet. I may try that one of these days when I do my in-depth review, just to see how that works. And so overall, it's been great to be able to track my health using the Samsung Health app for iOS. So next thing I want to talk about is the customization. So with the Galaxy Watch Active 2, you can really get into depth with how you want to customize your watch. There's thousands and thousands of watch faces in the Galaxy Store. One way to access it is to make sure that you have Wi-Fi enabled, and then you can go directly to the store here. I'm probably going the long route, but you can go to the Galaxy Store here, and see I have to set up Wi-Fi. But once you do, then you can go through and you can access thousands of watch faces. So the customization on the Galaxy Watch Active 2 over the Apple Watch Series 5 is just far superior, because there's just tons and tons of watch faces. And as you can see here, let me back out. As you can see here, I've added a few of my favorite from the Galaxy Store. Let's go the other way. So there you go. So there's tons of watch faces that I've already included. One of my favorite ones is this digital one here. You just get a lot of information, and yeah, I've really enjoyed it. So customizing the watch, if you're using an iPhone, you shouldn't have an issue. It's not as in depth as if you were using the Galaxy Watch paired with a Galaxy phone or with an Android phone, because the Android app allows you to get more in detailed. It's about as detailed as you using the Apple Watch app for your Apple Watch. So what I mean by that, you can change the watch faces from the phone. It'll automatically in real time change it on the watch. You can't do that with the iOS app. As far as I know, you have to do everything directly from the watch, and it's not that big of an issue if it kind of keeps you from just tinkering throughout the entire day trying to find the perfect watch face. It's like I'll put a watch face on and I'll leave it for the rest of the day and I'm fine. And so yeah, it hasn't been a big issue for me. I also want to say that it's really comfortable. So it's just as comfortable as using the Apple Watch. It's really feels nice on the wrist. It's nice and light because this is the aluminum version. One thing that I do want to mention is the display or the screen. With the OG Galaxy Watch, you had that rotating bezel, that physical rotating bezel. With this one, since you don't, I've been concerned about scraping this thing up against a brick wall or something and completely just destroying that screen. So I've been looking on Amazon. You're kind of limited as far as what you can get case-wise. So I may get like a laminate screen protector and just put that over it, so I don't have that worried feeling when I'm kind of walking next to a brick wall or something. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So if you are concerned, probably get a laminate screen protector just to make sure you get that extra protection. The touchless bezel is pretty awesome. You have to get used to it, and when you initially get the watch, it's not activated. So you can either go into the settings here to change it, or you can go into the phone and change it here. So the way you find it on the phone is you go to advanced, and it's this one right here, touch bezel. So initially when you get the watch, it's deactivated. And so when I was using it, I was like, okay, I can't get anything to move, but you have to activate it, and that's the way you get it done. So I just wanted to throw that out there just in case you were concerned about not being able to use the touch bezel. You have to activate it on the device itself or through the phone app. The next thing I want to talk about is the notifications. So with the iPhone, you're limited as far as being able to respond to notifications. I've seen my notifications pop through on both watches at the same time, and I'm able to respond on the Apple Watch directly. You can't do that when using an iPhone with this watch, but you still get the notifications. If it's an SMS text, you see everything that the person texted you. Emails, you'll see kind of the first couple lines like you would on your lock screen on your phone. So anything that you would pretty much see on your lock screen, it'll pop up and show on the watch itself. You just can't respond to it. And so the first 2 or 3 days, it was kind of, cumbersome to have to see the notification here and not be able to respond to it and have to pick up my phone to do it, when it's kind of convenient to do it with this watch. But you get over it. And if I only had one watch, I wouldn't say that would be a deal breaker if you're an iPhone user. Obviously, if you're a Galaxy phone user or just an Android phone user, you're completely fine. You get full functionality with the watch as far as being able to respond to notifications via the watch. But as an iPhone user, you're kind of limited, which to me, like I said, not a big deal breaker. And so yeah, I'm really excited to test this Galaxy Watch Active 2 a little bit further so I can have an in-depth review for y'all in a few more days. But my initial impressions is I love this watch, and I just love how you can customize it the way you want it, and it's been really fun to use it. I just need to get a screen protector because I'm terrified of using this outside the house. But other than that, please stay tuned for more videos. I will have a comparison between these two, definitely from an iPhone perspective, iPhone user perspective, because you can't use an Apple Watch with an Android phone, but you can use the Galaxy Watch with an iPhone with just a couple of small drawbacks. So I think if you're in the market for a watch and you're an iPhone user, you kind of have options here. So just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, stay tuned for more videos. I'll have a review and I'll have a comparison and some more other good ones for y'all. Again, this is Tech Jungle, and I'll see you on the next one. Y'all take care.